This stream is brought to you by Mr. Donair. Bring that classic Donair flavor home in minutes with Mr. Donair's Donair Kit, the original East Coast Donair, perfect for game night. Want the full setup? Mr. Donair makes its own Donair sauce, Donair dunkers, and Donair sausages. And don't forget the Mr. Donair pizza when you want it simple and fast. You can grab Mr. Donair at Costco, Sobeys, Giant Tiger, Superstore, Gateway, and Needs. Mr. Donair, game night made easy. Now back to the action.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to High Button Sports for first round coverage of the first inaugural, whatever you want to call it, round of the Mr. Donaire Cup playoffs here inside the Lunenburg County Lifestyle Center's Clearwater Seafood Arena. For the number 6 seed in the regular season, the March-A-Mill-Co. Hunters, and the number 7 seed, the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs. Best of 3 series. Winner moves on to the next round to try and claim that Mr. Donaire Cup. We'll get set to go here. Starting goaltenders for today's game. We'll check out the right side first for the hometown UPS Store South Shore Mustangs, Nolan Fraughton. On the other side, for the March-A-Mill-Co. Hunters, it's going to be number 1, Noah Polk. Polk just recently has played, or sat on the bench, I should say, but been on the team for the Sackville Blazers and Nova Scotia Junior B Hockey League action. So we are underway in this one. Puck goes in front of the Mustang bench here. It's picked up by the Hunters and sent in deep. Fraughton over his crease to play the puck. He'll rim this one around the boards, high off the glass. Now battled there in the corner, hit on the play. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs. Fired up through. Here come the Mustangs on the attack, working their way in. Shot in. That one stopped by Polk. Rebound comes loose. Was taken away by Will Ludy of the Hunters. Here they come with speed. It's Ludy. Ludy still with it up the left side. Take the 200 feet and skate. Dumps it in. Now into the corner with Chu. Zaykla trying to work it over. Poked away once again. Now up the left side. Now it'll be picked up by Kalita. Porter Kalita takes a hit there in open ice from Parker LeBlanc. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs as McDonald has it in his own end. Ewan McDonald dishes this one off to the left. The Mustangs skate this one up through. Dumped in on the play. Now up through once again. Broken up in open ice that time. Almost a scary collision that time around. Now the Hunters with it. Ogden doesn't decide to leap up and try and keep that one in, so now it's brought out to the neutral zone. It's McKnight. McKnight walks in with a shot. That one gets blocked. Richard's going to pick it up, trying to work it up to Ogden. Ogden will try and skate this one, but ultimately will be picked up by Liam Worth of the Hunters. Worth now into the corner, turns this one around. Ogden right on him. Ogden picks up the loose puck, tries to find LeBlanc, broken up once again. Now LeBlanc in the slot, a shot. Stopped by Polk. We'll get a stoppage to play here. 18:35 to go here in the first period. 2-0 the shots in favor of the hometown UPS Store South Shore Mustangs. Face-off will go to the left of goaltender Noah Polk. Puck drop now as we're off. It's one back. Shot there right off the draw. Just goes wide. Spicer's going to creep in from his blue line position. Tries to work that one over, but it's broken up on its way into the slot. Now Ogden will pick up the loose puck for the Mustangs. Dump back in. Now broken up once again. Richard's going to pick it up in the neutral zone for the Mustangs. Up through Phil Richard. Trying to work his way in. Richard circles back near the face-off circle. Just barely kept in. Takes a weird bounce off of Morash's stick. Now it's worked up to Richard. Phil Richard. Broken up on the play. Now McKnight. McKnight tries to work his way in. That one gets chipped up and into the Hunters bench with 18:01 to go in the opening frame. Face-off will go in front of the Mustang bench here. So we've played 1 minute and 59 seconds into this one. Puck dropped as we're underway once again. One back for the Mustangs, sent up the left side. Trying to work it up the bank to Lynch. Now along the boards once again. Trying to go forward off it. Alex Lynch will skate for possession. Into the corner now, battling physically with Boudreau. Boudreau comes up with it, reaches Polk in front, almost finds the back of the net. That one just sails high. Now up through. The Mustangs keep that one in it. Sanford able to work this one over. Tries to get it over to Lynch. Unable to now. Into the corner. It's picked up by the Hunters. Sent around the boards. Now it's going to be picked up by Chu. Chu loses a handle on it. Now it'll be a chance here for the Hunters if they can get a hold of it. They're tied up into the corner that time by the Mustangs. Now broken up once again. Now here come the Mustangs playing this one up through. Now dishing this one in, an offside called on the play as Lynch would have had a breakaway there at the front of the net. Then some pushing and shoving afterwards. And we know both these teams like to get in it with each other. Last time, or at least one of the times I recall in the regular season here at the LCLC, there was a lot of penalty minutes, a lot of physicality. So we'll see how this one ends up being. Face-off will go in front of the Hunters bench here. Puck drop now as we're underway once again. Off the draw, it's one back for the Hunters. They have it, dishing this one over. Now the Hunters in their own end. Trying to work this one in. Up through to the right side. Broken up near the penalty box by Spicer. He tries to work that one over to Bain. Now it's taken away by the Hunters. Works over to Baldwin. Baldwin tries to drop it off. Now Bellevaux, shot there. And that one goes in. What a beautiful goal. Jack Baldwin, top shelf. And the Hunters lead this one 1-0 here early in the first period. So that's actually going to be Remy Beliveau, the goal. He picks up his second of the playoffs. And the Hunters take the wind out of the home sails as it's 1-0. Puck drop now as we're off. Now that one gets flipped up into the Mustang bench here with 16:45 to go in the opening frame. 3-1 the shots in favor of the Mustangs. Though one shot, one goal, the Hunters lead. Linesman Stephen Parnell set to drop the puck that time. And linesman Preston Carver on the far side saw enough over there. Boudreau and Bain going at it on the far side in front of the Mustang bench. He wants them over more, as they should be. Now they're still going to collide there. And a little bit more there on the far side. Doesn't get approached. Now here's Morash. Morash drops it back. Luckily, Fraughton had a head on a swivel that time. Plays it aside to Spicer. Up the right side to Bain. Carter Bain will circle back. Captain Carter Bain. Beautiful move on the play that time. He dishes it over to the left. Now trying to work this one up the left side. Now it's picked up by Worth as he fires that one in deep. On net to Fraughton. Fraughton will play this one for Morash. Fraughton will take this one back. Actually played up the right side to Bain. Might have been the right decision here as he works this one up. Can't hang on to that one cleanly. Now battling there along the boards. McDonald will crash in the corner with Clouette. Now this one will come free into the neutral zone. The Mustangs will fire this one over as Ayad will play this one up through. Dished over. Now a chance for the Mustangs. Slap shot that time. Goes upstairs and up and out of play. 16 minutes to go in the opening frame. Ozone faceoff coming up next for the UPS Stores South Shore Mustangs. Puck drop now as we're underway. It's one back. Ayot. Ayot fires that one in through traffic. Kick save Polk. Now trying to work it back to Ayot. The Hunters trying to poke this one free as they do have it. Now in their own end, it's Boudreau. Boudreau still skating this one up through near the Mustang bench. Over the blue line now. A hit there on the play. Down low, Henry Ayot will pick up the loose puck for the Mustangs. Worked it up the left side. Now trying to get by. Now here come the Mustangs. Ogden fires this one into some open space. Here's Richard. Richard tries to work this one up. Now LeBlanc will fire that one in deep. Urquhart will pick up the loose puck for the Hunters. He works that one over into the corner for Ludi. Now it's taken away. Here's Richard in the high slot. Shot that time. He scores! Phil Richard able to get that one under the skate of Noah Polk and get the equalizer. And it's 1-1. We haven't even played a quarter of this first period. So we're in for a great one here. Great barn burner. Looks to be cooking up right here. Referee drops the puck as we're off. It's one back. Now up the right side. Now this one gets played aside for Baldwin. Baldwin works his way in. Baldwin down low to Beliveau. Beliveau shot that time. Deflection on the far side. Goes high the net. Now here's Lynch. Alex Lynch dishes this one off. It's broken up. The Mustangs able to get this one back. Hit there in front of the penalty box. The Hunters will fire that one in deep. Now picked up by Morash. Ryan Morash. Up the right side now. Broken up on the play. Lynch will get this one back. Alex Lynch through the neutral zone on the attack. Tripped up on the play. Now still battling there. Sent out in front that time. Taking a hit though on the play. And there's going to be a penalty coming. One timer in front that time. Now it's picked up by Ayot. Ayot works it down low. Fraughton heads to the bench. Delayed penalty on the Hunters. Broken up once again. No possession of it yet. Knocked off the puck once again. This one comes free to the neutral zone. The Mustangs still with it. They'll work that one in deep. Now it'll be touched up upon by the Hunters. Head contact the call to Liam Worth of the Hunters. Mustangs to the power play next. 5-2 the shots in favor of the Mustangs. 1-1 hockey game here at the Lunenburg County Lifestyle Center in action of round one of the Donair Cup. Linesman set to drop the puck here as we get set to go once again. Back to the blue line, worked over. Now Richard loses it. He takes a hit on the play. Morash will bail him out of trouble. Fires that one on net. Now into the corner. Now it's picked up by McDonald down low around the boards. Picked up by Bain. Carter Bain still with it along the boards near the blue line. Tries to dish this one off. Morash tries to swipe at it. Now it's picked up. Fired up that time. Delayed offside on the Hunters. Now Fraughton over to the crease to play the puck. Here's Bain. Carter Bain. Up the right side near the face-off circle. Trying to get by Urquhart. Carter Bain using the 200 feet and skating it in. Now trying to work his way in. Down low, below the net. Trying to work it back to Morash as he does. Morash works it back down low. Tries to be cleared away by the Hunters as they're able to get that one to the neutral zone, Sent over to Bain. Carter Bain works this one back over to Richard. Phil Richard, the first-year forward. Tries to dish this one off. Bit of a miscommunication that time. Able to work it over far side. Ayot will try and work his way in. Ayot down low to Richard. Now it's broken up on the play once again. Now down low. Here's Ayot. Ayot works this one back. Now McDonald tries to work his way in. Drops it back for Chu. Jack Chu through traffic off a deflection from Richard. Still stopped by Polk out to the corner. Back to Chu at the point. Chu sends it over to McDonald. Ewan McDonald works this one in deep. Richard cross-check in front, no call. Down the side of the net. Clearing attempt broken up on the play by the Mustangs. Now hit there near the blue line. The Hunters try and skate this one out. Still in the Hunters' end, but they're able to come up with possession. They'll fire that one down. Stopped by Fraughton on the play. Now it's picked up by Urquhart. Urquhart down low trying to get by McDonald. McDonald, exceptional defense that time on the play. Works it down low. Now Chu behind his own net. 17 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Mustangs. Now up the left side. Here's Ogden. Dyson Ogden to the left side. LeBlanc will fire that one in just over the blue line. Now in deep. Hit there on the play. So we're about to be back at even strength as we now are. The Hunters with it. Dishes this one over. In front of the Mustang bench. The Hunters have it. They'll work that one in deep. Far side. Swift will skate for the loose puck for the Hunters. Now picked up by Spicer. No call on the play that time. Now down low. On the side of the net. Shot stopped by the goaltender. Loose in front that time. Cleared away by the Mustangs. Now a loose puck race going the other way. Sanford works his way in. Will Sanford to the front of the net. Whiffs on it. Might have tried the no move that time. Now he gets brought down to the ice. Nothing going for him. Now Spicer fired in deep. Steered aside by Polk. Rebound now. It's picked up by the Hunters as they have it. The Mustangs really trying to apply some ozone pressure, After coming up short on the last power play, they'll flip this one out to center ice. Broken up on the play once again. LeBlanc tries to work this one back, tripped up. The Hunter is able to get possession back. Now it's picked up by LeBlanc once again. He avoids a hit on the play. Now LeBlanc goes straight for the hit there along the boards. Might have been a little bit high. Now McDonald with it. Ewan McDonald will skate this one behind Fraughton's cage. Trying to get by his own man as he gets by the Hunters now. Now here come the Mustangs. Skating this one in through. McDonald drops it off. Broken up on the play once again. Now it's picked up by Urquhart. Andrew Urquhart up the left side. He'll fire this one in deep. Broken up, though, on the play. Fraughton able to get it out of his crease to play it. Makes a bit of a move that time. Sends it around the boards. Able to work this one up now. And this one gets dished off. Up the left side. Here's McDonald. McDonald trying to work his way in. McDonald sent out in front. Loose puck that time. Now it's picked up by Bain. Once again, tries to work it back into the slot. Now the Hunters will come up with possession of it. Urquhart still with it. Gets it broken up. Sent around the boards that time by Ayot. Now down low, Clouet will pick it up along the half wall. He's able to work it back down low, but picked off by Ayot. Now bank feed up to Bain. Caught up in his feet. Carter Bain will flip this one out to center ice. Now the Mustangs have it. Chance now for Lynch. Alex Lynch trying to work his way in. And shot that time goes high. Now Ayot will try and fire that one on. Gets blocked through the lane. Now here's Urquhart. Andrew Urquhart up the left side. Trying to do everything himself as he might be able to. Backhand shot that time. Stopped by Fraughton. Rebound just wide of the cage. Now passed up through, broken up on the play. Now it's picked up by Beliveau. Beliveau, high slot shot that time. Caught up in the lane off the post on the rebound. Now the Mustangs fire this one up through. Just out to reach a Sanford on the play. It's sent back down by the Hunters. Fraughton out of his crease to play the puck. Next whistle will be our 1 minute High Button Sports media timeout. Now broken up once again by Baldwin. Baldwin dishes this one over to Beliveau. Beliveau to his left. Shot that time. Goes wide of the net. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs once again. Trying to work this one up. Caught up in Worth's feet. Shot on goal that time. Right into the trapper of Nolan Fraughton. We'll head into our 1 minute High Button Sports media timeout. We'll catch you after the break.
This stream is brought to you by Mr. Donair. Bring that classic Donair flavor home in minutes with Mr. Donair's Donair Kit, the original East Coast Donair, perfect for game night. Want the full setup? Mr. Donaire makes its own Donaire sauce, Donaire dunkers, and Donaire sausages. And don't forget the Mr. Donaire pizza when you want it simple and fast. You can grab Mr. Donaire at Costco, Sobeys, Giant Tiger, Superstore, Gateway, and Needs. Mr. Donaire, game night made easy. Now back to the action.
Alrighty, hockey fans, we're back after our 1 minute high button media timeout here. Ozone faceoff coming up for the Hunters as Urquhart off the draw, works forward off of it. Spicer sends it around the board, not too far though. Spicer will pick it back up for the Mustangs, circles back. Now here's Spicer, fires this one up to Ogden. Just barely staying on side that time. Now here's Richard. Richard drops it back for LeBlanc. LeBlanc trying to work his way in. Shot that time, kick save. Spicer can't come up with it that time. Pardon me, now to Urquhart. Urquhart fires that one in. Goes off the back of Morash by the looks of it. Morash recently played on Monday with the Brookfield Elks in the Nova Scotia Junior B Hockey League. Now passed up through to Urquhart. Urquhart circles back. Still with it. Urquhart still hanging on to that puck. Richard on the forecheck that time. Now it's worked over to Worth. Liam Worth still with it. Skating up through. Passes it far side. Now up the left side. Here's Boudreau. Boudreau trying to work his way in. Trying to find Kalita. Drops it back for Boudreau. Just out of reach now. Loose puck race going for the Mustangs. Can't hang on to that one cleanly. An offside called on the play. .8:29 to go here in the first period. Neutral zone face-off will come right here in front of the Hunters penalty box. Linesman drops the puck now as we're off. That one gets sent in deep by the Mustangs. Now here's McDonald. McDonald into the slot now. Ewan McDonald, backdoor shot. There, scores! Carter Bain, what a beautiful give and go between him and Ewan McDonald. And the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs strike once again. It's 2-1. Sorry, I thought that was Carter Bain. But that looks to be one of the Mustangs affiliate players. First of the playoffs as I saw McDonald went over looking for the puck. Now it's worked up. That time broken up on the play. Oliver Morrison, number 20 on the ice for the Mustangs, picked up his first ever Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League goal. First ever Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League playoff goal. What a time to get your first one. Get the monkey off the back here in the playoffs for a huge one.
Mustangs goal scored by number 20, Oliver Morrison.
Puck drop now as we're off. Now it gets sent in deep by Morash. So it was Morrison and McDonald who had the beautiful give and go play as it was. Now Lynch will fire that one on. Gets redirected to the corner. The reason I thought that was Carter Bain is because I saw him on the ice, and McDonald and Bain have really excellent chemistry on the ice. And they like to do that give and go play quite often. Now it gets caught up in the feet of Urquhart. Urquhart will skate back on side to pick up the loose puck. Shot on goal that time right in the chest of Nolan Fraughton. 7:30 to go here in the first period. 11-9. The shots in favor of the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the Hunters. Puck drop now as we're off at the faceoff circle. Broken up on the play. Able to work this one up. Passed up the left side to Clouette. Now down low. Here's Ayotte. Ayotte loses that puck. Now back to Worth. Worth a deflection in front. Now into the slot. Work back door. Shot there. They score. Remy Beliveau finds the back of the net. Once again, picks up his second of the game. And the Hunters have gotten the equalizer here. It's 2-2. Second of the game, third of the playoffs for Beliveau. We're all tied up once again at 2 apiece. Referee drops the puck as we're off. Tied up, one back by the Mustangs. Aod up the left side, able to work this one over to Ogden. Ogden works it in deep. Down low, here's Swift. Around the boards. Now here's LeBlanc. LeBlanc down low. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. Now down low, LeBlanc. Swift collide. LeBlanc with it out in front of Richard. Stopped by the goaltender. Now it's picked up by LeBlanc. Sent out in front. Gets redirected now. Here's Clouet. The left side. Now trying to work his way in. What a move that time. Now brought down to the ice. Nothing going for him. Now it gets blown down. As it appears to be Clouet and Fraughton who collided that time. Fraughton seems to be in a little bit of pain. Able to get back on his own strength. Fraughton seems to be all right. He's out and skating around. So it'll be an O-zone face-off here for the Hunters. With 6:36 to go here in the first period. 2-2, 12-12 the shots. Puck drop now as we're off. Around the boards now down low. Picked up by Morrison up the left side. Now worked in through the neutral zone. Can't hang on to that one cleanly. Bain will try and get an edge on him. Bain holding him there into the corner. Nothing going though. Now here's Ludi. Well, Ludi up the left side. Broken up on the play. Now Ludi will get this one back. Circles back now in his own end. Skating this one up through. Now once again, Bain will fire that one in deep. Paul could have his crease to play the puck. He'll dish this one over to his left. Now around the boards. Into the corner, here's Boudreau. Boudreau now works it down low for the Hunters. Broken up though into the corner by Morrison. Morrison proving that he deserves to be playing on this Mustang team full time. Now here are the Hunters. Urquhart babbles that one up. That one goes high up. Now the Mustangs able to work this one back up to Morrison. Morrison tries to give that one up once again, but now it's taken away by the Hunters. Up the left side, here's Boudreau. Drop back for Worth. Worth with it at the point. Broken up on the play, able to work this one over to Urquhart. Urquhart down low, sent out in front, deflection that time, stopped by Fraughton. Rebound comes out to Spicer in the corner. He's battling with Boudreau. Boudreau comes up with that one. Now that one goes off the boards. Now here's Boudreau once again. Boudreau able to work this one over, caught up into the slot. Now one gets played aside out to the corner. Here's Morash. Morash now at the blue line once again. Now here's Urquhart. Urquhart trying to work this one over down low. Side of the net that time. Back post. Try to get it there. Now it's shot on once again. Beautiful save by Nolan Fraughton as that one goes up and out of play. .5:01 here to go in the first period. 15-13 the shots in favor of the Hunters. O-zone face-off coming up here for the Hunters. Puck drop now as we're off. Tied up along the boards this time. Lynch tries to free that puck up. Still battling downstairs. Down to the corner. Tied up still. Chu pinning him up against the boards. Lynch will work in there with Urquhart. Puck comes free. Lynch has it. Works this one over to Sanford. Sanford tries to hit that one off the boards. Trying to go forward off it. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs. There they come with speed. It's Sanford. Little Sanford skating this one up through. Staying on side. Now here's Lynch. Lynch works this one over. Drop back. Sent over to the point. Here's Chu. Chu slap shot. Shot that time. And Polk reaches upstairs. Puck comes free once again. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. Skating this one up through on the attack. Dishes this one over to McKnight. Works it down low to Polk. Or sorry, to Fraughton, sorry. Now there's Worth. Worth dishes this one off. Now it's taken away by the Mustangs. Aod will fire that one in deep. Now down low, here's Polk out of his crease to play it. He'll send that one around the boards. Bouncing puck that time. Colette battling with him there. Now it's freed up, taken away by the Mustangs. Near the face-off circle, trying to dish this one over. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. Circling back in their own end. Richard falls down. Now it's picked up, sent around the boards to Worth. Taking a weird bounce there off the boards. Able to come up with it though, trying to set things up. Worth skating this one up through. Up the right side, here's Worth. Worth fires that one in deep. Now in the corner, he's Morash. Morash tries to work it over to Spicer. Spicer around the boards up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to pass this one up through. Hit there on the play. Now freed up, dished over to the right side. Now here come the Mustangs on the attack over the blue line. Trying to work their way in. A toe drag shot that time. Gets redirected. Now trying to work it back to the point. Beliveau able to get that one. Works it up still. Baldwin now with it. Jack Baldwin trying to split the D. Still hanging on to that puck. He takes a hit there into the corner. Now Spicer trying to work this one up once again. Now back to the point. Trying to work his way in. Here's Ludi. Will Ludi walked his way in. Now down low on the side of the net there. Shot stopped by Front and rebound. Nothing comes out of it. 2:54 to go here in the first period. 16-14 the shots in favor of the Hunters. Once again, a 2-2 hockey game here. Puck drop now as we're underway. Now at the blue line. It'll work this one over once again. Tied up Boudreau. It'll work that one over. Boudreau will swipe in to get that one once again. Deflection that time. Goes high on the side of the net that time. Fraughton holds onto that post and gets a stoppage of play with 2:40 to go in the opening frame. Ozone face-off coming up here for the Hunters once again. Off the draw this time. Picked up by the Mustangs after they went forward off of it. Now the Mustangs with it once again. Morrison tries to work that one over to Bain. Now up through, sent in by Ayotte in the neutral zone. Now at the right side. Here they come. It's Urquhart. Urquhart works it down low into the corner. Takes a hit there from Chu, a hard one as they both collide. Now work back to the point. Clouet with it. Fired in right into the chest of Fraughton. .2:11 to go here in the first period. A little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards. Linesman gets in there to break him up. Seems to be Boudreau and Chu, and then Boudreau gives another one to McDonald. Coming into this game, Nate Boudreau has 10 penalty minutes, and Peyton Boudreau with 38. That's just in the first round of the playoffs. Now back to the point, shot through, kick save Fraughton, rebound right into the chest of Nolan Fraughton. Linesman drops the puck now as we're underway, sent around the boards. Now it's picked up near the half wall. Now it's picked off by the Mustangs. Here's Sanford. William Sanford trying to work his way in. Shot that time. And Polk flashes the leather that time. And Lynch in front battling with him. He's got 300s on him. He's not going to back down, though. Puck drop now as we're underway once again. Tied up along the boards. Now the Hunters coming up free with it. Broken up on the play. Now down low. It's picked up by Spicer now. Spicer now into the corner. Takes a hit from Clouet on the play. Now Spicer will get this one back. Now it's broken up. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs once again. Working their way in. Poked away that time by Worth. Mustangs still with it. Able to drop it off to Sanford. Can't hang on to that one. Able to get it back though. Sanford near the face-off dot that time. Tries to work it out in front. Gets redirected now into the corner. It'll work it down low to Monbriquette. Now Spicer can't get a clean hold of that one. Now a 2-on-1 with a couple coming back for the Mustangs. Pass there. Goes offline. Now sent out in front. Steered aside. In front by the Mustang defenseman. Now out in front once again. Monbriquette picks up this puck. Fires it up through. Boudreau has it caught up in his chest. Now it's picked up by Boudreau. The Mustangs with it. Now it's taken away once again. Work back for the Hunters. Here's Ludi. Final minute to go here in the opening frame. Past that time. Now here come the Hunters. Working their way in over the blue line is Urquhart. Urquhart circles back now into the corner, into the face-off circle. Richard battling with him. Now it'll work this one over. Now back to the point. Ludi. That one gets poked away. Now a breakaway chance for Parker LeBlanc for the Mustangs. LeBlanc all by himself. Shot there through the legs and a beautiful save by Noah Polk. Beautiful move. Even better save from Noah Polk. 35 seconds to go here in the opening frame. 20-16 the shots. Favor the Hunters. 2-2 hockey game here on High Button Sports. Puck drop now as we're underway. Down low, here's Worth. Worth works it over to Swift. Swift fires this one up through, broken up in the neutral zone. Ayotte will skate for the loose puck for the Mustangs. Has a man on his back. Ayotte picks up the loose puck. Tries to rim this one around the glass. Now it'll work this one up once again. Now here come the Mustangs. Richard can't hang on to that one cleanly. Broken up, just barely staying on side though. Now it's picked up by Kalita. Kalita. Now here's Ogden. Ogden picks up the loose puck, trying to work his way in. Now Kalita will work this one around the boards. Now back to the point. LeBlanc trying to work his way in. Tied up on the play, sent out in front at the buzzer. And that'll do a little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards. That's all that's going to come from it. 1 period of completed hockey action here from High Button Sports. 2-2 hockey game. 20-16 the shots in favor of the Hunters. We'll be back here in the second period of play for more action of the Mr. Donaire Cup playoffs.
This stream is brought to you by Mr. Donaire. Bring that classic Donaire flavor home in minutes with Mr. Donaire's Donaire Kit, the original East Coast Donaire, perfect for game night. Want the full setup? Mr. Donaire makes its own Donaire sauce, Donaire dunkers, and Donaire sausages. And don't forget the Mr. Donaire pizza when you want it simple and fast. You can grab Mr. Donaire at Costco, Sobeys, Jive Tiger, Superstore, Gateway, and Needs. Mr. Donaire, game night made easy. Now back to the action.
Alrighty, hockey fans, we're back here for the second period of play. Round number 1 of the first ever Mr. Donaire Cup playoffs between the Hunters and the South Shore Mustangs. 2-2 hockey game here. Plenty of hockey left here. Should be an exciting period to say the least. 20-16, the shots in favor of the Hunters. Referee to center ice, checked on both goaltenders. We're set to go here. I'm set to go here upstairs at High Button Sports. My name's Easton Shoup, welcoming you back here for the second period of play. Fired up through right away by Chews. Hit there on the play, now working it back door. Bain all alone. What a save by Noah Polk. Beautiful play. Or definitely the right idea to get things going right off the hop. But a beautiful save on the other end from Noah Polk. Now the other way for the Hunters. They'll work their way in. Backhand stop by Fraughton. Rebound now. Now it's picked up, broken up on the play. Now down low, once again, still fighting for possession down there. Out and reaches Fraughton in net, and he'll get the stoppage of play here. First stoppage of play, just 30 seconds in here. The second period of play, 22-17, the shots in favor of the Hunters. Linesman drops the puck as we're off now. Now the Mustangs win the draw, trying to go forward up to Bain now. Carter Bain works this one in deep. Skating for that loose puck now as he works it into the corner. Still broken up on the play. Past that time gets broken up. Now Ayotte works this one over. McDonald over to Chu through traffic. That one goes wide of the net, sorry. Now at the blue line, here's Ayotte through traffic right upstairs for Noah Polk. Carter Bain's going to get caught for a penalty here. I didn't see it myself. And on sportsmanlike conduct, the penalty. So now we'll go the other way. Just as the Mustangs started building some pressure here, Bain will head to the box for the Mustangs. And an O-zone faceoff coming up here for the Hunters. So they head to the power play for the first time this evening. Puck drop now as we're underway. Now along the boards. Now back to the point for Swift. Swift sends this one over. Here's Worth. Worth works it down low to Bellevaux. Bellevaux down low, getting pinned up by Spicer. Now the Hunters with it. Trying to work it over to Clouette. Pass broken up on the play by the Mustangs. Hunters obviously able to get it this one back. Clouette works it down low near the face-off circle. Now back to Clouette. Clouette walks in, shot that time, deflected. Stopped by Fraughton, cleared away by Ogden. Hit there by Richard. Now down low, battling. Good battle there, 3v2. The Hunters have the extra man. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. They have it. They're able to work it back to Clouette at the point. Able to work this one over to Swift. Swift whiffs on it. Now it's poked away by Ogden. Short-handed chance going the other way for Dyson Ogden. Baldwin back on defense. Ogden shot that time. Glove save, Polk. Now back for Ogden. Ogden fires that one on goal. Polk makes the save. Now worked up the left side. Now passed up through once again into some open space. Swift will drop this one back. The Mustangs on the forecheck. Now over to Bellevaux. Bellevaux dishes this one off to Clouette. Clouette trying to work their way in. Clouette shot that time. Stopped by Fraughton. Rebound now. Chu will try and clear this one away. Swift can't hang on to that one cleanly. So it'll come out. Swift has it. Passed up the left side to Baldwin. Baldwin skating this one in. Over the red line now on the attack. Baldwin walks in. Shot that time. Stick save, Fraughton. Now it's back here. Now it'll get cleared away on the play once again. Noah Polk here to just crease to play the puck. He'll work this one up the left side. Now up to Boudreau. Boudreau skating this one in through. Now tied up once again. An offside called on the play by the linesman. 17-17 to go here in the second period. Puck drop now as we're off. One back on the play. Now down low into the corner. It'll be picked up by Spicer. Evan Spicer around the boards. Looks for the clear as he's able to get at that one. Now the Hunters with it. Sent over far side. Just out of reach. Back to even strength now. Now here's McDonald. Ewan McDonald skating this one up through the left side. Able to work this one over. Now here the Hunters with it. Skating this one up through to the right side. On the attack. Now down low. Here are the Hunters with it. Can't hang on to that one cleanly. Broken up on the play. Now back to Urquhart through traffic high of the net. Now rebound will come up. Stopped by Fraughton on the plays. It didn't really look like he had the greatest eye on that one, but hit him right in the chest. That's all that matters. Now still fighting for possession down there. Now it's freed up by the Hunters. They have it at the blue line. Boudreau will work this one down low. Once again, down low into the corner. Hit on the play from Morash. Now it's picked up by McDonald. Ewan McDonald will try and skate this one up through. Now into the feet of Bain. Bain will fire this one far side. Caught up in the neutral zone that time. McDonald can't hang on to that one cleanly. Now getting by Bain. Now into the corner. Morash and Kalita to clash there. Morash tries to clear that one away. Kalita breaks it up. Now Morash once again getting pinned up. Back to Kalita. Porter Kalita. Back to the point for Swift. Through traffic, kicked aside by the Mustangs. Now passed up through once again. Broken up on the play. Still in the neutral zone. The Hunters able to get possession back. Now the Hunters once again through the neutral zone. It's Swift. Swift on the attack. Slap shot in deep. Now broken up once again by Montmarquette. Now caught up in the feet. That one goes off the glass. Kicked out to the neutral zone now. Now Sanford with it. William Sanford in his own end. He'll try and pass this one up. Broken up by Swift. Now here's Urquhart. Urquhart out in front that time. Morris. That one just went wide of the net. Now passed up to Lynch. 2-on-2 going the other way. The Mustangs with the puck. Drop back for Sanford. Finds him far side. Just couldn't quite hang on to that one cleanly. Now worked upon once again. Now here's Lynch. Lynch over to Chu. Chu shot in. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound in front that time for Montmarquette. Just couldn't find the back of the net. Now tied up in the neutral zone once again. Morris will pick up the loose puck for the Hunters. Morris down low. Drops this one back once again. And Fraughton will come out of his crease, to cover that one up with 14:41 to go. And Fraughton and Morris exchange words. A bit of a stick tap that time. Now another ozone face-off coming up here for the Hunters. Clouette in for the draw. So we're off once again. And they're trying to work this one back. Mustangs looking to go somewhere with it, but Ludi breaks this one up once again. Now the Hunters with possession of it. Here's Boudreau. Boudreau skating this one in. Boudreau worked back. Now it's picked up by LeBlanc in the neutral zone. Parker LeBlanc with a chance. No one with him. LeBlanc still in deep to the forehand. Stopped by Polk. LeBlanc has two beautiful moves that time. So he's able to get this one back. Bank feed up to himself. Now LeBlanc trying to work in. Poked away out to the corner. Now it'll work this one back for Richard. Stopped by Polk. Rebound now. Comes out into the swap. Bouncing puck. Tied up now. Ogden trying to get the puck as he has it. Now drop back for Ayotte. Ayotte takes a hit along the boards that time. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. They're able to dish this one over to the right. And the Hunters still with it, hanging on it. It's Baldwin. Baldwin broken up on the play near the blue line that time. Baldwin still able to work that one in deep. Now there's Clouette down low trying to work it out in front. Now it's taken away by the Mustangs. Now here's Baldwin. Baldwin sends it over. Face-off circle. Shot that time. Stopped by Fraughton, and now it's taken away by Carter Bain. Captain Carter Bain of the Mustangs fires that one in deep. That one looks like it might have taken a weird bounce on Polk. Nonetheless, makes a save. Now long stretch feed up through. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs. Working it back up to Bain. Carter Bain on the attack. Has McDonald with him. McDonald just out of reach. Ewan McDonald still with it. Worked back for Chu. Chu through traffic off a deflection that time. Now it's taken away by the Hunters as they skate this one up. Here's Boudreau tied up there near the blue line. Puck comes free. Now McDonald works this one up once again. Now here's Bain. Delayed penalty coming to the Hunters as they're able to work this one over to Chu. Jack Chu up through. Broken up on the play. As Boudreau touches up on it. And tripping the call on the play. This one will go to Porter Kalita. And the Mustangs head back to the power play. 28-23 the shots in favor of the Hunters. 2-2 hockey game. Ozone faceoff coming up for the Mustangs on the man advantage. Puck draw now as we're underway. Back to the point. Down low. Now working it back up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc walks it in, tries to get it over to Lynch. Now send it out in front once again. LeBlanc backhand, stopped by the post actually on the play. Polk might have gotten a piece of that one, but it rung off the iron. Now broken up on the play. Is Jack Chu, skating this one up through. Chu on the attack, works this one up. Now it's picked up by the Hunters as they look to work that one in deep. Now bounced off the boards. Now Fraughton will spin this one around the boards once again. Now work down low. That one rings off the back of the cage. Ogden puts on the brakes. Bank feed to himself. Now here's Ogden up the right side. Ogden into the swap for Sanford. Bouncing puck that time. Pardon me. Out to the corner. Now Sanford tries to split the D. Chu will come in. Shot on goal that time. Goes high of the net. Rebound now for Lynch. Alex Lynch. Side of the net that time. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound now. Now it gets cleared away by the Hunters once again. McKnight on the forecheck for the Hunters. Fraughton still with the puck. Still work this one over to Bain. Carter Bain now in his own end for the Mustangs. He's looking to go with speed. Carter Bain will dish this one up through. Now here's Ayotte. Ayotte trying to work his way in. Putting on the brakes. Steered aside by the goaltender. Rebound. Now here's Richard. Richard circles in through. Splits the D. Working in. Shot that time. Goes wide. Now here's McDonald. Ewan McDonald at the blue line. Trying to work in. Ewan McDonald puts on the brakes. Dishes it off. 15 seconds to go on the man advantage. Working this one over. Morash down low for the Mustangs. Here's Bain. Bain over to Morash. Morash shot that time. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound on the side of the net. Still loose there. Now McDonald with it. McDonald still hanging on to that puck. Now near the blue line. Works it in deep. Bain will try and pick up the loose puck. Can't hold on to it cleanly though. Now the Hunters with it. The Mustangs still on the forecheck. Sent around the boards. Now to the corner. Fired way up through. Broken up on the play. Still no one can hang on to that one. Now it'll go far corner. The Hunters on the attack. Morash ties him up. Urquhart will fish up that loose puck as it gets tied up once again. Down low. Good 2v2 battle there in the corner. They're trying to move that puck as it comes free. Now down low once again. There's Ayotte. Passed up through to Bain. That one just out of reach. They'll try and skate this one out. Polk of his crease. Linesman Preston Carver called the icing, but then Polk played the puck. And he knew it right away. So face-off will go to center ice. Face-off at center ice here. So we're underway once again. Off the draw. Now it's picked up by Chu, able to work this one over. Now here are the Mustangs on the attack. It's Sanford. Sanford gets tied up on the play. Worked in deep for the Mustangs. That one just wide of Polk. Now up through once again. That one down low. Icing waved off on the play. Now battling. Down low once again. Back to the point. Worth fires that one on. Stopped by Fraughton. Now Lynch, that one gets tied up from him once again. Chew around the boards. Now still fighting for possession there along the boards. Tied up still. Now broken up on the play once again. Still pinned up along the boards. Now here come the Mustangs. Up the right side. Sanford tries to get by his man. Now here's Lynch. Lynch will fire that one on net to Polk. Played aside for Boudreau. Now it's picked up by Sanford. Just can't hang on to that one cleanly. Now Sanford behind the net. Trying to find someone out in front. Brought down to the ice. Nothing going for him. Now on the forecheck. Marmarquette got that puck free. He's still battling there into the slot. Now able to be worked up that left side. Just out of reach. Now Morash tries to pin it up. Now here's Clouette. Clouette skating this one over. On the attack, Clouette brought down to the ice, steered aside by the goaltender. Now here's Beliveau. Back for Boudreau. Caught up in the feet, hit there on the play. Now Baldwin in the slot, tied up once again. Boudreau comes in, back to the point. Tries to send it over to Boudreau, and that one goes up and out of play. And at this time, we'll get our High Button Sports media timeout, so we'll be back here in just a moment.
This stream is brought to you by Mr. Donaire. Bring that classic Donaire flavor home in minutes with Mr. Donaire's Donaire Kit, the original East Coast Donaire, perfect for game night. Want the full setup? Mr. Donaire makes its own Donaire sauce, Donaire dunkers, and Donaire sausages. And don't forget the Mr. Donaire pizza when you want it simple and fast. You can grab Mr. Donaire at Costco, Sobeys, Giant Tiger, Superstore, Gateway, and Needs. Mr. Donaire, game night made easy. Now back to the action.
Alrighty, hockey fans, we're back here after our 1-minute High Button Sports Media timeout. Easton Shoup from High Button Sports welcome you back inside the Clearwater Seafoods Arena as we get set to begin action once again as we are. That one catches Fraughton up high. Now over to Urquhart. Back for Boudreau, tied up once again. Urquhart along the boards trying to work his way in. Sent out in front, caught up into the slot. Now here's LeBlanc. LeBlanc dishes this one over, broken up on the play. Now on the attack. It's picked up by the Hunters. Now picked up by Ogden. Dyson Ogden trying to work his way in. Ogden tries to pass that one up. Now in front of the net that time. Richard has him beat. Tripped up by Polk almost by the looks of it. Now down low. Richard with it. Richard sends this one down low along the boards. Now here come the Hunters. So they work this one up on the attack. Staying on side. Now to the front of the net that time into the slot. Gets broken up though. Ayotte into the corner. Now here's Ogden. Ogden tries to find his man. Passed up through, batted down by Richard. Now here's Swift. Swift over to Cleta. Cleta fired in that time. Goes off the stick of Morash. Now Fraughton out of his crease to play the puck. Sent around the boards. Caught up in the feet. Now back to the point. Shot that time. Goes wide. Now here's Swift. Now at the right side. Here come the Mustangs. It's Carter Bain. One to beat that time. Now puck comes out. Delayed offside on the Mustangs. Here's Cleta. Now up through to Swift. Swift dumps that one in. Reaches Fraughton in net, and he'll get the stoppage of play here. .6:53 to go here in the second period. 31-28 the shots in favor of the Hunters. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the Hunters. Puck drop now as we're underway. Tied up along the boards. Back to Urquhart, steered aside by Fraughton. That one goes high off the glass. Now this puck comes free to center ice. Now Bain with speed. Bain with it. Puts on the brakes still. Now into the slot for Morrison. Morrison, back door. And that one gets poked away. Great chance though for the Mustangs once again. Now here comes McDonald. Ewan McDonald, far side. Delayed offside on the Mustangs. Now this one gets passed up through to Urquhart. Urquhart on the attack, trying to get by Chu. Urquhart working his way in. Puts on the brakes, caught up with Chu. That one goes off the boards, kept in with ease by Swift. That one goes off his own player's foot. Now far side, Worth will fire that one in deep. Down low, Fraughton will come to his crease to play the puck. Now dish aside once again. Now here are the Mustangs with it. Fired up through. Now back on the attack is the Hunters. The Mustangs look to clear this puck as they are. Just to the blue line though. Boudreau with it. Caught up. Now the Mustangs come up with it once again. Here's McDonald. McDonald tied up through the neutral zone. Now worked in deep. Fraughton out of his crease to play the puck. He'll work this one over to Chu. Now back down low for the Hunters. Out in front that time. Goes off a skate. Goes wide of the net. Now the Mustangs around the boards. Tied up that time. Comes out to center ice. Now here's Ludi. Ludi puts on the brakes. Circles back. Now tied up in the neutral zone. On the attack, it's Momberket. Momberket trying to work his way in. A shot that time. Gets redirected out to the corner. Now down low once again. We picked up along the boards by the Mustangs as Momberket takes a hit on the play. Still fighting that time. Now the puck comes free. Now back to the blue line. Ayotte tries to work his way in. Henry Ayotte now sends it over. And that one gets deflected high off the glass. Morash able to keep that one in the O-zone for the Mustangs, but the Hunters with possession. As they have it in their own end, the Hunters drop this one back. Loose puck now, worked up the boards. Now this one will get cleared away. Doesn't go too far. Zayot picks it up. Will dish this one off. Fired in deep by the Mustangs. Now here's Polk. That's picked up by Boudreau. Peyton Boudreau behind his own net. Wants to get things set up. Now here are the Hunters. Skating this one up through. Now on the attack. Here come the Hunters. In the O-zone. Tied up once again. Fraughton will play this one around the boards. Now hit on the play. Richard gives a high hit that time on Bellevaux. And then some. Now sent over to Bellevaux once again. Sorry, that was Baldwin. Now there's Morash down low. Morash puts on the brakes, just circle back, able to dish this one over to the left. Fired up to Richard, caught up in the feet. Sent up through once again. Now down low into the corner. Picked up by LeBlanc. Now it will be worked upon by the Hunters. They'll pass this one up through. Now here's Boudreau. Boudreau tries to dish it off to Swift. Swift on the attack. Backdoor feed that time. Just out of reach. Now at the blue line, the Hunters with it. Worked upon in the slot, tied up on the play. Now Boudreau knocked down to the ice that time by Richard. Passed up through to LeBlanc. Able to hang on to that one. LeBlanc tries to work his way in. Poked away, though, by the Hunters. Now Richard works it down low. Picked up now by the Hunters as they have it. Up the right side, still skating with it. Pass tied up on the play. Now Fraughton will play this one aside. Fraughton still with it, actually. He'll fire this one up the far side, trying to pick up an apple here, as he might. Now Bain all alone in goal to the backhand. Beautiful save by Noah Polk once again. Now here come the Hunters on the attack. Trying to work their way into the slot now for Urquhart. Scores! Cameron Urquhart, top shelf into the slot. Great patience on the play of that time by the Hunters, and they're able to take back their 1-goal lead. It's 3-2. So in the late stages here in the second period, 3-2 hockey game in favor of the Hunters. So this rink is awfully quiet, and it has been all night. We got a head count from a couple of spectators, and they said 72 people here in attendance. Now up through. Now here's McDonald. McDonald skating this one up through. On the attack, McDonald will work his way in, and just barely staying onside that time. Now down low, here's Ludi. Ludi puts on the brakes. Up to Morris. Morris with it. Now one takes a weird bounce off the back of Urquhart. Now Morash with it. He'll fire this one far side for the Mustangs. Up to Bain. Tied up once again. Now Carter Bain trying to work his way in to the corner. Bain behind the net still. Sent out in front that time. Caught up in the slot. Now out to center ice. Now here come the Hunters on the attack. 2-on-1 forming here. Urquhart and Morris. Urquhart fires that one on. That one stopped by Fraughton on the play. Now trying to work it up to McDonald. McDonald over to Bain. Carter Bain over the blue line now. Drops it back for McDonald. McDonald tries to work it back down low to Bain. Now once again, the Mustangs with it. They're trying to work it back down low. Tangled up once again. Hunters come up with it this time. On the attack now. Drop back for Urquhart. Andrew Urquhart fires that one on. Stopped by Fraughton. This one will get blown down. Good chance that time for Morris, but Fraughton stands tall in net. 35-29, the shots in favor of the Hunters. They lead this one 3-2. Both goaltenders playing excellent, So far, both goaltenders posting a .900 save percentage. Puck drop now as we're off. So they have it. Now there's Baldwin. Baldwin trying to work his way into the high slot. Baldwin dishes it off near the face-off dot. Now drop back for Baldwin. Baldwin back to the point. Through traffic that time, right into the trapper of Nolan Fraughton with 1:22 to go here in the second period. Puck drop now as we're off. Now face-off shot that time. Right into the trapper, Fraughton. O-zone face-off once again for the Hunters. One back now to the slot that time. Stick save on the play by Fraught. Now into the corner. Picked up. Now back to the point. Shot from Worth that time. Goes wide of the net. Off a deflection by the looks of it. Now trying to work this one up. Once again, now it's picked up by Baldwin. Baldwin up through now. Baldwin on the attack. Baldwin shot that time. Kick save. Fraught and rebound comes out. Nothing of it. Now Sanford will take it away. Will Sanford with it still. Down low into the corner. Here's Swift around the boards. And Clouette works this one up. Broken up on the play. Sent up once again. Trying to work it up to Lynch. Might be a chance here for the Mustangs in the late stages of the period. Shot that time. Stick save by Polk. Now to the corner. Here's Sanford. Down low. Lynch. Lynch into the slot now. Shot that time. Stopped by Polk. Snow in there for the Mustangs. Probably could have gotten something out of the rebound that time. 27.4 seconds to go here in the second period. O-zone face-off coming up here for the Mustangs once again. 39-31 the shots in favor of the Hunters. 32 Hunters the score. Puck drop now as we're off. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. They look to break out right away. That one goes off the body that time. Icing waved off on the play. Boudreau has it hit there onto the play. And it looked like Boudreau got hit knee on knee that time. And he did. Boudreau seems to be in a lot of pain. Hit there from Cleta. Fraughton checks up on him. Ewan McDonald having a chat with the referee that time. Could have been a kneeing penalty that time as both guys went exactly knee on knee with 8 seconds to go here, the second period. Nate Boudreau seems to be in quite a bit of pain that time for the Hunters. So the face-off will come out in front of the Hunters bench this time with 8 seconds to go in the second period. Puck drop now as we're underway. Once again, going forward as the Hunters. Chu tries to clear the puck out to the neutral zone. McDonald with it. Might need a shot here at the buzzer. McDonald tries to get it off over to LeBlanc. He'll fire that one at the buzzer. And there's going to be a response here from the Hunters as they're going to let him know now. Pushing and shoving now along the half wall. Polk stands tall that time at the buzzer. Now they're going to go at it at center ice as well. Had a feeling that would happen. So that'll come of it. Not sure what the penalties will be. I'm sure there'll be a couple. So that'll do it as far as the second period goes here on Highwatton Sports. We'll head into the intermission. We'll see you back here for the third period of play.
This stream is brought to you by Mr. Donaire. Bring that classic Donaire flavor home in minutes with Mr. Donaire's Donaire Kit, the original East Coast Donaire, perfect for game night. Want the full setup? Mr. Donaire makes its own Donaire sauce, Donaire dunkers, and Donaire sausages. And don't forget the Mr. Donaire pizza when you want it simple and fast. You can grab Mr. Donaire at Costco, Sobeys, Giant Tiger, Superstore, Gateway, and Needs. Mr. Donaire, game night made easy. Now back to the action.
Alrighty, hockey fans, welcome back here for the third period of play in round one of the Mr. Donaire Cup here at the Lunenburg County Lifestyle Center's Clearwater Seafoods Arena. The only penalty coming out of that little scrum we had to end the second period was a 2-minute minor penalty to Jack Chu for head contact of the Mustangs. So the Hunters get to start this third period with the extra attacker. Now worked in deep on the side of the net that time. Stopped by Fraughton. Rebound still loose. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. They have it. Here's Worth. Worth fires it over far side. Trying to walk in. Shot that time. Stopped by Fraughton. Rebound now comes out. Trying to be cleared away by the Mustangs. Able to work that one out to center ice. Now sent over for the Hunters. Broken up on the play once again. Worked over to Worth. Worth. And now Liam Worth on the attack. Broken up on the play. Now caught up. Down low. Here's Morash. Cleared away once again. Bain will head on the forecheck for the Mustangs. Here's Worth with it. Worth able to work this one over to Clouette. Clouette with it up the left side. Working his way over the red line now on the attack. Still with it. Now to the front of the net that time. Shot scores! Power play goal by Justin Clouette. His third of the playoffs. And the Hunters able to build onto their lead. It's 4-2 now. And a beautiful move that time from Clouette, using all 200 feet and skating with it. Not referee to center ice here. We're back to even strength. Now hit there along the boards. Nothing coming of it. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. Out in front once again. Puck cleared away out to the corner. Now here are the Mustangs with it. Trying to bank this one up to Richard. Richard over now. Here are the Mustangs on the attack. Working it in. Here's LeBlanc. Shot that time. Goes off a skate in front. Now rebound comes out for Ogden. Now here are the Hunters with it. Skating this one up through. On the attack. Over to the right. McKnight. That pass is broken up once again. Staying on side. Trying to work it down low once again. Now down low into the corner. Up to Morris. Broken up on the play once again. Ogden trying to fight for possession here. Now once again, back for the Mustangs on the attack now. Shot that time. That one will come out to center ice. The Mustangs will circle back for it. Now over to Spicer. Spicer. Now it'll be picked up down low by the Hunters. Sent over. Now down low once again. Still battling along the boards that time. Puck comes free. Now the Hunters look to go on the attack. Out to center ice. Now is Urquhart. Urquhart trying to work his way in to split the D. Unable to, though. Now up to Mombercat. Part of Mombercat with it. Dished over. Now the Mustangs on the attack. It's Spicer who works it in deep. Down low, here's Polk. Polk over to the left. Up through to the left side. Out of reach. No one home to pick up that one. And icing called on the play. 17-17 to go here in the third period. 44-31 the shots in favor of the Hunters, who lead this one 4-2. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the Mustangs. Lynch in for the draw for the Mustangs once again. Fun fact, UPS Store South Shore Mustangs centerman Alex Lynch drives a red Chevy Sonic to school called the Red Rocket. In his eyes, it's the best car in the world. Others think differently as that shot's punched away by Polk. Now battled upon at the blue line. Still kept in by Ayotte. Now here's Mombercat. Now to Sanford. Sanford back post that time. Shot that time. Shoulder save that time on the play by Polk. 16:51 to go here in the third period. Ozone face-off coming up here for the Mustangs once again. Linesman drops the puck. Now as we're off. Now into the corner. Now Clouette along the boards. Works this one up. Now here are the Mustangs with it. Trying to work their way in. A shot through. Kick save. Polk on the play. Now here's Ayotte. Pass broken up on the play. Now into the corner. Battled upon. The Hunters look to go forward off it, broken up on the play. The Hunters still going forward off it. Now here's Kalita. Porter Kalita drops this one back for Urquhart. Down low to Kalita, shot that time, kicked away. And there's Ludi. Now shot there from the point, steered aside by Fraughton and up into the protective netting here with 16-13 to go. (46-34) the shots in favor of the Hunters, who lead this one 4-2. Both goaltenders still playing phenomenal. Puck drop now as we're underway. Off the draw, it's tied up, caught up in the feet of everyone by the looks of it. Now this one will get flipped up, out through, broken up on the play once again. The Hunters look to jam this one back in. The Mustangs look to clear it. The Hunters have it on the attack. Brought down to the ice. Penalty coming here to the Mustangs. No doubt about that one. Now they're battling. It looks to be Morrison exchanging some words there. So I didn't catch the penalty call, but it'll go to Morrison. I'd imagine holding probably the call, excuse me. But I didn't see it myself, so an O-zone face-off coming up here for the Hunters as they're back on the man advantage. Now back to Ludi. Ludi has it, dishes it off to Boudreau. Boudreau back to the point for Ludi. Ludi sends this one over far side. Worked his way in. Shot that time, caught up in the feet of Ogden. Now over to Ludi. Ludi works this one over. Sent over, here's Baldwin. Baldwin shot through, that goes high. There's Cluett. Cluett with it still near the blue line. Cluett, one-timer that time, right into the trapper of Fraughton. O-zone face-off coming up once again for the Hunters on the man advantage. 1:30 to go on the man advantage for the Hunters. Puck dropped here as we're underway once again. Back to the point. This one will get cleared away by the Mustangs. Now Polk will send this one around the boards. LeBlanc on the forecheck, able to disrupt that one. LeBlanc will get that one poked away once again. Now into the corner. LeBlanc is freed up that time with ease by Swift as he's able to work that one over to Worth. Liam Worth on the attack up through center. Worth still with it. Skating his way in. Worth trying to work it down low. Still with it. Worth finds Swift. Swift trying to walk in. Shot that time. Punched away. Now back through. Sent over once again. That pass redirected out to the corner. Try to be cleared away by the Mustangs as they're able to. They'll get some fresh legs out there. And Polk that time. Looked like he lost a handle on that one. Able to work it up though still. Now here's Urquhart. Cameron Urquhart drops this one back for Andrew Urquhart. Urquhart now high slot shot that time. Redirected out to the corner. Looks like it went off Morash in front. Now down low once again behind the net. Pass disrupted that time on the play. Now back to the point. Broken up once again. The Hunters still with it. Riding that blue line. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs. Short-handed. Bank feed up to Sanford. Sanford trying to work his way in. That one gets poked away from him. Now to the corner. McDonald will come pick up the loose puck for the Mustangs. As they're on the forecheck, still short-handed. Still with it out in front there. Shot that time. High the net. Back to even strength now. Now here's Urquhart. Andrew Urquhart playing last year for the U15 Rangers. The Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League. Now skating their way up through. On the attack. And through. It's Urquhart. Urquhart still with it to the front of the net that time. Fraughton covers it up. And Cameron Urquhart put that one in after the whistle. That's a Pushkin shoving that time on the play. Looked like Preston Carver, the linesman, fell on top of Urquhart. There's going to be a 2-minute minor penalty to the Hunters for unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll go to Cameron Urquhart. So it'll be an O-zone face-off coming up the other way for the Mustangs as they head back to the man advantage. And they'll want to be capitalizing on this one to make things interesting here in the third period. So no zone face-off here for the Mustangs. Puck drop now as we're underway. Back to the point. Back to Morash. Morash, one-timer. Wide of the net. Rebound now on the side of the net. Picked up by the Mustangs is Bain. Carter Bain back to Richard. Richard with it. Phil Richard trying to pass that one down low. Gets broken up. The Mustangs get possession back. Back to Richard. Richard tries to work that one up. That one gets poked away by Ludi. Now the Mustangs with it. They'll try and flip this one over to Richard. Richard gets spun around that time. Now here's McDonald. McDonald skating this one up through. Tangled up on the play. The Hunters tried to clear it. Took a weird bounce that time. Looked like it went off the door. And the Mustangs drop this one back. Now it's picked up by the Hunters on the forecheck. Sent around the boards. Now here's Bain. Now down low. Up through once again. Now here are the Mustangs with it. Skating their way up through on the attack. Here's Ayotte. Ayotte down low with it. Out in front to Richard. Drops this one back for Bain. Bain for Richard. Richard works it down low. Trying to find a man. Finds Ayotte. Ayotte down low for the Mustangs. Works it down low once again. The Mustangs back to Richard. Richard over. Shot through that time. Through the side. Over to the corner. Now this one will come free. Loose puck race now. Lynch tries to get a handle on it. Now Morris with it, staying on side just barely. Now to Ludi. Ludi, short-handed, works his way in. Shot stopped by Front and rebound now. It's picked up by the Mustangs. They look to clear the puck. Even though they're on the power play, doesn't have enough on it for icing, but Swift will have it in his own end, able to kill off a few extra seconds. Now he'll try and fire this one up through. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs. It's Chu. Jack Chu with it now. Skating their way up through. On the attack. Up the left side. Chu still with it. Gonna work this one back. Just out of reach, a long feed that time. Just out of reach. Fraughton will come out, play this one aside. 5 seconds to go here in the third. Battling near the Zamboni doors this time. Now it's picked up by Ogden. Dyson Ogden up through now. So we're back to even strength. Ogden will flip that one in. Down low, here's Worth. Worth battling down low. Good puck battle behind Polk's net. Now it's going to be picked up by Morash, who works that one down low once again. Picked up by the Hunters. Drops this one back. Now the Hunters up the right side. Now there's LeBlanc on the attack. Perkel LeBlanc shot that time. Redirected out to the corner after it went off of Swift on the play. Now down low once again to Lynch. Alex Lynch sent out in front. That one got a piece of Polk's stick. Now work down low once again for the Mustangs. Now on the side of the net, that time stopped by the goaltender. Rebound comes out. Now here come the Hunters. They look to go on the attack the other way. Morash will pick up the loose puck. Now putting on the brakes, the Mustangs still with it. Sent around the boards. Able to work this one over to Spicer. Spicer can't hang on to that one cleanly. Tries to lift his stick. Now it's picked up by the Hunters once again. Now at the point. Low point area. Now Baldwin able to work this one over. Now picked up along the boards once again. Tied up now. Now down low. On the attack is Bellevaux out in the slot. Broken up by Bain. Now here come the Mustangs on the attack. Now here the Mustangs still working their way in as they have it. Now back, can't hang on to that one. So they'll go to the length of the ice. Fraughton will play this one aside. He'll leave it for two. Send around the boards. Now Ludi picks it up. Ludi still with it down low. Ludi behind the net. Now down low. Sent out once again to the backhand. Sent over. Now it's picked up by the Hunters. Down low. Into the corner now. Now here come the Mustangs with it. Up through now. It's Momberket. Momberket tries to dish this one off. Now here's Bain. Carter Bain tries to fire that one out in front. Now it's picked up by Urquhart. Now here they come. Dished over to the right side. Here's McKnight. McKnight on the attack, trying to work his way in. Sent over that time, batted away. Now it's picked up by Lynch. Sent around the boards. Now it's picked up on the doorstep down low. Now sent over far side. Now it's back to the point for the Hunters as they have it, just barely able to keep that one in. Able to work it along the boards once again. Now here's Urquhart, fired in that time. Now it gets punched away by Fraughton into the protecting netting. We'll get a stoppage of play for a 1 minute High Button Sports Media timeout.
This stream is brought to you by Mr. Donaire. Bring that classic Donaire flavor home in minutes with Mr. Donaire's Donaire Kit, the original East Coast Donaire, perfect for game night. Want the full setup? Mr. Donaire makes its own Donaire sauce, Donaire dunkers, and Donaire sausages. And don't forget the Mr. Donaire pizza when you want it simple and fast. You can grab Mr. Donaire at Costco, Sobeys, Giant Tiger, Superstore, Gateway, and Needs. Mr. Donaire, game night made easy. Now back to the action.
Alrighty, hockey fans, we're back here after our 1-minute high button sports media timeout. 8:59 to go here in the third period. 51-37 the shots in favor of the Hunters as they look to add on to their lead here. Puck dropped as we're underway. Back for Worth. Kicked aside by Fraughton. Sanford bank feed up just out of reach. But Polk will come out and play this puck. Sent around the boards. Now it's picked up by the Hunters as they have it. Now broken up by Lynch. Lynch has it, tries to send it down low to Sanford. Bit of a miscommunication that time. Now worked along the boards for the Hunters as they have it in the corner. Hit there from Sanford on the play. Now up through once again to Urquhart. Urquhart. Now broken up on the play once again. Now work back for Swift. Swift works it down low. Now it's Cluett. Cluett down low, back to Worth. Worth through traffic that time, goes wide. Now Swift can't hang on to that one cleanly. Loose puck race now, going the other way. Broken up on the play. Now the Hunters work this one up, picked up by the Mustangs, worked down low. Now sent around the boards once again to Cluett. Cluett still with it. Worked up to Urquhart. Urquhart on the attack now. Urquhart fires that one in deep. Now Chu will look to pick up the loose puck as he's battling there. Once again near the Zamboni doors. Good 2-on-2 battle. Mustangs come over it. Flipped out to center ice. Now here's Lynch. Lynch now. Toe drag. Lost that one. Now a shot there from LeBlanc. And Polk makes the chest save. Now an O-zone face-off coming up here for the Mustangs. Face-off will go to the left of the goaltender, Noah Polk. 7:37 to go. Puck drop now as we're underway. One back for the Mustangs. Can't hang on to that one. Still picked up now. Mustangs look to go on the attack. Now it's picked up by the Hunters as they have it in the O-zone. Now here's Richard. Richard sent around the boards. Now it's picked up by LeBlanc. LeBlanc takes a hit there from Boudreau. Now there's McKnight. Shot there, steered aside by the goaltender. I believe there's going to be a penalty coming up here to the Hunters. So 4 minutes for head contact to the Hunters. So an O-zone face-off coming up here for the Mustangs as they head back to the man advantage, a lengthy one. So a chance to get at least one and maybe even two. Shots on goal, 54-38 in favor of the Hunters. Pucks are up now as we're underway. And the Mustangs at the blue line riding it. Bain dished over to Morash. Morash putting on the brake still. Fired in off a deflection. That one goes high. Now down low, here's McDonald. Side of the net that time, poked away by Polk. Bain down low. Once again, McDonald shot that time, stopped by the goaltender, tied up on the back post as Ayotte couldn't put home the rebound. That one will get cleared away by the Hunters. Fraughton picks up the loose puck. He'll work this one over. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs. Now here's McDonald. McDonald with it. Over to the right side. Now here come the Mustangs on the attack. Now there's Morash on the attack, working it down low and deep. Now down low. Once again on the side of the net. Now there's McDonald. Ewan McDonald with it back to the point. Now work down low once again. Down low, shot stopped by the goaltender, rebound for Morash. Just can't put that one home. Now to the corner, battle. Bain able to hold the line, just barely caught up in the feet. Now Belleville look to go with it, short-handed, up to Baldwin. Baldwin sends that one over. Shot there. What a save by Nolan Fraughton. What a beautiful save on the play. Six minutes left to go here in the third period. 56-40 now, the shots in favor of the Hunters. 2:42 left to go on the man advantage for the Mustangs. Ozone faceoff for the Hunters coming up. Puck dropped as we're underway. This one will be cleared away by the Hunters as they fire that one in deep. Now it'll be picked up along the boards. Down low, the Ogden has it for the Mustangs. Dyson Ogden skating this one up through on the attack. Here's Ogden, drop back for Sanford. Works it down low to Ogden. Now this one will get cleared away, and Fraughton will come out of his crease to play the puck, as he seems destined to win in this one. That's picked up by the Mustangs. So they look to go on the attack here. Fired over for our side for Sanford. Sanford works his way in. Sanford gets by one. Sanford still with it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc walks in, shot there, stopped by Polk. 5:16 to go here in the third period. 56-41 the shots in favor of the Hunters. 1:58 left to go in the man advantage for the Mustangs. Puck drop now as we're underway. Along the boards. That one gets cleared out to center. Actually just barely staying in by the looks of it there. Now comes free. Now here's Richard, far side. Nearly picked off by McKnight. Ayotte tripped up, nothing going for him. Now hit there on the play. Now here's McDonald. Ewan McDonald still with it on the attack. McDonald has it. Goaltender to the bench early here for the Mustangs. We're going to apply some pressure here. McDonald back to Morash. Works it in deep. Now the Hunters fire that one in at the empty net, just wide. Now it's picked up by Morash. Morash has it. Hit there on the play. Now they'll find the back of the net and score. Now LeBlanc exchanging words back here at the blue line. But the Hunters able to get another one there. Not quite sure why the Mustangs pulled their goalie so early. So 5-2 now the score here in favor of the Hunters. 1:14 still left to go on the man advantage for the Mustangs. Cleared away right away by the Hunters. I'm going to go the full length of the ice. Now worked over for Spicer. Spicer finds Momberket. Momberket up through now. He'll fire that one in deep. Now down low, broken up on the play once again. Now down low once again. Momberket works it back to Chu. Chu's going to walk in, shot that time, stopped by the goaltender. Now back to Lynch, tied up on the play. Now tied up along the boards that time, some pushing and shoving going on. Urquhart gets the goal for the Hunters on the empty netter. Now there's Lynch. Lynch back, shot through that time, stopped by the goaltender. Rebound now comes out for the Hunters, and they're able to clear the puck once again. Fraughton will come out and play this one. Now up through once again. Now the Hunters go on the attack shorthanded once again. Penalty coming here to Jack Chu. Now this one will get touched up on. Now some pushing and shoving going on. A bit of a cross check that time. So with 3:29 here to go in the third, we'll get some penalties coming up. So Chu's going to get the original penalty for tripping. Not sure what's going to come next out of it. So Lynch also to the box now for cross-checking. So a 4-on-3 power play coming up here for the Hunters, and then after 11 seconds, we'll play some 5-on-3. We're all set to go now. Line's been set to drop the puck as we're off. Along the boards, tied up. Now this one will get cleared away. Kept in at the blue line. Now here are the Hunters with it. Work back, we're through traffic, stopped by Fraughton. Rebound now picked up by the Mustangs. They're able to clear the puck right away. Bouncing puck. Polk will play this one aside for Ludi. Now here's Ludi skating this one up through over the red line. Working his way in on the attack. Ludi still with it. Hit there on the play from Ayotte. Stick snaps. Now it's picked up down low. Now Urquhart, Andrew Urquhart winds up, shot, scores. What a beautiful goal. Andrew Urquhart extends the lead to 6-2. So now Lynch still in the box, a minute 14 still left to go on the man advantage for the Hunters. So they're able to extend their lead to 6-2. So we'll get set to go here. Linesman drops the puck as we're underway once again. Now it's back. That one goes off the boards. Now it's picked up, now over to Swift. Swift passed up through. On the attack now. Sent over to Urquhart. Cameron Urquhart down low. Here's Kalita. Kalita sharp angle that time. Now works it back. Here's Swift. Swift over now. Now back to the blue line for Swift. Swift over to McKnight. Shot that time goes high. Now Kalita with it. Broken up on the play. Now that one off the boards. Now Cluett working his way in. Shot that time. It's up into the protective netting. 2:05 to go in the third. And then some pushing and shoving afterwards. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the Hunters. 58-42 the shots. 36 seconds left to go on the power play for the Hunters as they lead this one 6-2. Now back to the blue line, sent over to Swift. Swift trying to work his way in. Shot that time, punched away by Fraughton. Rebound comes out. Now able to work this one back to the blue line. Cluett has it, sent over. Working the way in, a shot that time. Saved by Fraughton. Rebound comes out, goes wide. And they still can't find the back of the net. Still can't. Now to the point. Swift one-timer kicked away by Fraughton. What a sequence of events. Now here's Cluett. Over to Swift. Swift sent over. Shot that time and stopped by Fraughton, and then some pushing and shoving from Chu and Kalita. And then Sanford going at it with the body in front. Richard gets in the mix. And they're still going over there. And Chu wants to fight him by the looks of it, bringing the linesman there into the corner. So definitely some penalties coming out of this one. Late stages here in the third period of the first round, first game of the Mr. Donaire Cup playoffs. So I'm not sure what we got for penalties here. But it appears Jack Chu and Liam McKnight are going to get sent off. So they just got sent back to their respective locker rooms. So I'm not sure what we're going to get for penalties here. So 65-42, the shots in favor of the Hunters. They lead at 6-2. 3 seconds left on the man advantage for the Hunters. Now it's one back for Boudreau. Back to even strength now. Boudreau tangled up by Lynch. Now it's picked up by the Mustangs. They look to fire this one way up. Now it hits off the scoreboard. Now this one will be a Ozone face-off coming up here for the Hunters. Linesman getting set to drop the puck here. So we're underway once again. It's one back for the Hunters. Boudreau through traffic. That one goes off the stick of Morrison now into the corner. Out to Boudreau now. Boudreau is going to walk in. Shot that time. Gets deflected up into the protective netting once again. This time with 1:09 to go in the third period. Now no zone face-off once again. Same spot to the left of Fraughton. This time with 1:09 to go as we're off. Back to Boudreau. Boudreau dished over to his right. Urquhart with it. Being applied the pressure. Works it down low. Now here's Baldwin. Sent out in front once again. Now here's Bain. Carter Bain on the attack. Now here's Urquhart. Penalty called on the play. Hooking the call on the play. Remy Bellevaux for hooking, so the Mustangs get a power play to end this third period. So linesman Preston Carver gets set to drop the puck here. Richard for the draw for the Mustangs as we're off. Kluwit tries to clear it. That one goes over the head and up and out of play once again. Another stoppage of play here late in the third period. So linesman Stephen Parnell set to drop the puck here as we're underway once again. Back for Morash. Morash will work this one in deep. Picked up by Momberket. Momberket out in front once again, poked away. This one will come free out to center ice. Loose puck race now. Richard picks it up. Phil Richard up through on the attack. Staying on side, now over to Richard. He takes a hit along the board. Some pushing and shoving coming afterward. Now it's picked up. Now the Hunters look to clear this one away. Now hit there on the play once again. Down low, Cleto will pick up the puck for the Hunters. Hit there from Richard on the play as Richard and Cleto start going at it. Now going the other way is the Mustangs, and Richard still tangled up with him down there at the buzzer. And that's going to do it. So that'll do it. A little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards, but that'll do it. After the game number one, round number one of the Mr. Donaire Cup playoffs, the Hunters skate away with a 6-2 win on visiting ice here at the Lunenburg County Lifestyle Center's Clearwater Seafoods Arena. My name is Ethan Chu from High Button Sports.